What's up, guys? In this video, I want to talk about precious moments. Guys, so many people waste so many moments on bullshit that they don't that doesn't got nothing to do with where they want to go in life. You know, life and success comes down to moments, guys. You could boil down success to you know, if you're spending a couple hours a day doing something that doesn't got nothing to do with success and your definition of success, then if you fail, you can't blame anybody but your fucking self. Is at the end of the week, if you're spending 2, 3 hours a day doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, at the end of the week, you've wasted like one day out of the week. You know, you could maximize the amount of time that you spend building your dream. It can sometimes come down to moments, guys. That's all I came here to say today is guys, I utilize every single moment of every single day. You know, even right now, I'm working on building my online presence. Guys, success, if you think about it, after your whole lifetime, if you waste 3 hours a day, you've wasted like 5 to 10 years of your life. By the time you die, if you waste 3, 4 hours a day, you've wasted 5 to 10 years of your life. Now, me, I'm always success focused. I've wasted zero time. And the only time I could say that I wasted was between the ages of 18 and 19. When I knew I had a direction where I wanted to go. But for me, in hindsight, it was actually very important because I didn't graduate high school till I was 19. You know, if you could ask for one thing in life, would be zero time wasted. You know, you'll have plenty of time to waste time later on when you achieve success. Especially for most of you guys who work jobs, you're trying to build your dream based off of a job. You want to become a millionaire or a multi-millionaire and you're starting based off of working a job. It's not enough to put in 1 or 2 hours a day. You got to be putting in like that 6 hours a day, you know, and your family will understand later on when you make your dream come true that your family should always be included in your dream. Am I correct? Your family should always be included in your dream. Your family, your wife, and kids, and brothers and sisters, and cousins and nephews. And uncles and aunts and mother and father. They will understand in 15 to 25 years when you're super successful that for a little while you had to do what you had to do. You know, the age of 30, I started full time as an entrepreneur at the age of 19. And literally every single day of my fucking life for 10 straight years. Worked every waking hour of my life. I had one focus on my mind, which is or was to get this money situation figured out. And crazy things happened when I decided to figure out this money situation and really go like full time with it. Is I achieved success beyond my wildest ambitions. Um, I thought like $100 million would be a realistic figure to aim for within like 25 years. But rather, I achieved billionaire status last year. So that just goes to show that what can happen when you decide to go at a high level for yourself. And for your state of mind should always be geared in the direction of success. You know, there's always something that you could be doing in the beginning. You know, um, I pretty much have it well figured out, you know, and I pretty much also realize that there's even more that I could be doing. But listen, I I have no pity for anybody who who isn't putting in all their hours. We're talking every hour of every day, who's complains that other people are lucky, that oh he just has it better than me, you know, other people, you know, they have something that I don't have, they have more money to start than me. If you're trying to build a business, it is less pretty much is less common than you think that another human being has something that you don't have, you know, because with that killer work ethic and taking a murderous approach to your craft or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, to really go all in and invest 100% of yourself into it, you know, that's going to make it happen a lot faster, you know, because chances are if 10 years goes by and if you're still not successful, you know, that at that point, if you're not putting in 100% of your time into it, is your fucking fault. You know, there's no reason why you can't become a millionaire in 10 years. Keep in mind, you know, I had open availability in my schedule throughout my 20s, and I became a billionaire within 10 years. I also got very lucky, you know. Um, and one day in 10 years, 15, 20 years, maybe even a couple short years, you'll become an expert at what you do. You become, you achieve a certain level of mastery, And people can start calling you pretentious like how they call me, which is like hilarious because, you know, which is like hilarious because, people, they call me pretentious, and yet I think it's just really a show that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to not be pretentious when you have everything that they don't have. You know, when a bodybuilder is in the gym, he's usually, a successful bodybuilder. I'm debatably not that successful in bodybuilding, but you know, as he walks around confident in who he is, you know, is do you walk up to a fucking bodybuilder and say like, "Oh, jacked," and say like, "Oh, like you're a fucking asshole. You're acting like you're better than everybody." Well, maybe so that maybe I am fucking better than everybody at business. And it's the same fucking thing in the dweebs and the dorks and the losers of the world. They're always going to have something to say to people like me, like, "Oh, he thinks he's better than everybody." And that's just what you have to look forward to if you ever become successful. So, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. These are just my words of encouragement for the day. You know, success and life can sometimes come down to moments, and when you begin to, you know, realize and believe that, these couple hours in the day that you spend even going to the gym, there's plenty of time to go to the gym when you take care when you handle your money situation. You know, I truly believe that all men are equal. Um, that whatever you put your focus into, you can get out the other side. And it's just some people like to have this claim that to fame that, oh, well, since I'm a great father, since I'm a great this or that, is like, I care about two things, is like my money and my family. Is like, I have two claims to fame, which is my money and my family. And if I have time to go to the gym, that's good too. You know, is like three things. You know, and some people say you can't have both. I say, well, fucking try me. So, my money, my family, and the gym. Those are the three things that I focus on. And uh, so one day, if you ever become successful, you know, or achieve your idea of success, is you have in your mind what your idea of success is. It's just 99% of people, they, you know, they spend, most of you guys spend your focus on the wrong things, you know, and they say hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. See me, I'm talented. So I am what happens when talent works hard. And, maybe you can't expect to be like a billionaire, but you could definitely expect to be a millionaire within like 5 or 10 years if you really invest the whole of your efforts into it. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Is like if you get your kicks from being better than everybody, you know, we're in the same boat, you know. So follow my page and ascend to the 1%.